Meitei, Tangkhul Alliance under UN, strict vigilance required on the path to Kuki separate administration, the only solution to Manipur's ethnic crisis. Disclaimer, Zalingam Media is not responsible for the content of this article. The views and information presented are based solely on publicly available sources and do not reflect the opinions or endorsements of Zalingam Media. The article is created under the protections of the Constitution of India, specifically Article 19(1)(a), which guarantees freedom of speech and expression subject to reasonable restrictions. Additionally, this article adheres to YouTube's fair use policy for purposes such as criticism, commentary, research, and news reporting, ensuring the use of any reference material is transformative and non-commercial. Readers are encouraged to verify information independently. Manipur's ethnic divisions between Meiteis, Kukis, and Tangkhul Nagas have fueled a relentless cycle of violence, mistrust, and clandestine political maneuvers. The secretive alliance between Meitei groups, political and underground, and the Tangkhul-led National Socialist Council of Nagalim, Isak Muiva, or Nscn has escalated tensions, particularly targeting the Kukis with systematic marginalization. This Meitei-Tangkhul nexus, built on strategic back-channels, exposes a failing governance model. Separate administration for Meiteis and Kukis is the only viable path to end the political suppression and ethnic strife, tearing Manipur apart. The Meitei-Tangkhul Secret Alliance, Strategies and Shadows. The 2023 Meitei-Kuki conflict, ignited by disputes over land rights and reservation policies, left hundreds dead, thousands displaced, and communities segregated. Meiteis, dominant in the Imphal Valley, sought to extend influence into Kuki-controlled hill areas like Churachandpur and Kangpokpi. Facing staunch Kuki resistance, they forged a covert alliance with the Tangkhul-led Nscn, a group historically at odds with Meitei ambitions. This isn't a public partnership, but a shadowy deal. Publicly available posts on X and regional media reports indicate Meitei political elites and underground groups, such as the People's Liberation Army, have engaged Nscn operatives through intermediaries in neutral locations like Dimapur or Guwahati. The strategy is mutual gain. Meiteis offer logistical support, political protection, and state resources, while Tangkhuls provide armed manpower, hill expertise, and networks to counter Kuki militias. Meitei leaders reportedly pay tributes, cash, arms, or political favors to Tangkhul operatives, acknowledging their influence in the hills. In return, Nscn cadres conduct joint operations with Meitei underground groups, targeting Kuki villages or disrupting their supply lines. A 2024 post on X claimed Meitei elites hosted Tangkhul leaders in Imphal, offering hospitality to cement agreements, hinting at bribes or power-sharing deals. Regional media, like the Frontier Manipur, reported state police ignoring these collaborations, suggesting complicity. This alliance thrives on a shared goal: neutralizing Kuki, political and territorial assertion. The pact is pragmatic, not ideological. Tangkhuls, weakened after stalled peace talks with India, regain relevance by leveraging Meitei state-backed power. Meiteis gain access to hill areas, bypassing Kuki strongholds. But it's a fragile arrangement sustained by secrecy and mutual distrust, with Kukis as the primary casualties. The 1993 Kuki genocide, a lingering betrayal. The 1993 Kuki-Naga conflict casts a long shadow. Tangkhul-led Nscn cadres orchestrated ethnic cleansing, destroying over 300 Kuki villages and killing hundreds. The Indian government's response, granting Nscn a 1997 ceasefire, legitimize the perpetrators while dismissing Kuki demands for justice, as noted in Human Rights Watch reports. This betrayal entrenched Kuki distrust of both Tangkuls and the state, a wound reopened by the current Meitei-Tangkul alliance. Kukis view this pact as a continuation of their historical targeting. The 1993 genocide, unaddressed and unpunished, fuels their resistance, making any compromise within Manipur's current framework feel like capitulation to their oppressors. Political killing, the systematic erasure of Kuki agency. The Kukis face what many call political killing, not just violence, but the deliberate silencing of their political voice. Hate slogans like Huthu Kuki Loinamakhatse, Kuki dogs must be eliminated, are openly displayed unchecked by authorities, as reported by The Wire. Kuki activists face arrests, their media outlets are censored, and their X accounts are suspended, with 2025 posts noting targeted bans. Meanwhile, Meitei supremacist narratives spread freely, often amplified by state-aligned media. The state's machinery, police, military, intelligence, is weaponized against Kukis. Amnesty International, 2024, documented disproportionate force against Kuki protesters, including arbitrary detentions and raids on villages, often with Meitei underground group involvement. Kuki civil society organizations are banned, and their demands for tribal rights or autonomy are labeled anti-national per India Today. In contrast, Meitei underground groups, some tied to the Tangkul Pact, operate with impunity, their arms caches untouched, as noted in the Sangai Express. This is a calculated campaign to erase Kuki identity. The Meitei-Tangkul alliance amplifies it, with Tangkul operatives allegedly guiding Meitei forces to Kuki strongholds, according to X-based Manipur journalists. The state's complicity, paired with the secretive nexus, leaves Kukis cornered, their survival hinging on resistance or separation. Separate administration, the only path to peace. Manipur's ethnic divide, Meiteis in the valley, Kukis in the hills, cannot be reconciled under one administration without perpetuating violence. The Meitei-Tangkul Pact, built on Kuki exclusion, proves the system's collapse. It's a temporary alliance, likely to fracture when interests diverge, but its immediate toll is devastating. Separate administration for Meiteis and Kukis is the only solution to halt this cycle of suppression and conflict. Here's why. 1. Justice for historical wrongs. The 1993 genocide and ongoing Kuki targeting demand accountability. A Kuki-administered region ensures autonomy to heal and seek justice, free from Meitei-Tangkul dominance. 2. Geographic realities. Manipur's Valley-Hill divide mirrors ethnic segregation. Separate administrations, Meiteis in the valley, Kukis in the hills, align with this reality, reducing territorial disputes. 3. Ending political killing. The state's machinery, abetted by the Meitei-Tangkul nexus, silences Kukis. Separation removes them from this oppressive framework, restoring their voice. 4. Preventing further violence. The Meitei-Tangkul alliance risks broader conflict if unchecked. Separation creates a buffer, minimizing confrontation. 5. Self-determination. Meiteis seek valley control. Kukis demand tribal autonomy. Separate administrations allow each to pursue their goals without subjugation, a blueprint for separation. To achieve peace, Manipur needs decisive restructuring. Kuki Autonomous Region. Establish a Kuki-administered hill region with legislative and economic autonomy, covering Churachandpur, Kongpokpai, and other Kuki majority areas, similar to 6th Schedule protections or UT with legislature or Kuki state. Meitei Valley Administration grant Meiteis control over the Imphal Valley, with governance reflecting their cultural and political dominance. Neutral oversight, create a federal body to mediate disputes, ensure equitable resource allocation, and prevent state bias. Truth and reconciliation, launch a commission to address the 1993 genocide and recent atrocities, fostering accountability and healing. Third-party monitoring, involve UN or regional observers to ensure fair implementation and protect minority rights. Conclusion, escaping the web of intrigue. The Meitei Tangkhul Nexus, forged in secret deals, tributes, and joint operations, reveals Manipur's broken governance. Backed by state complicity, it targets Kukis, reviving the pain of 1993 and intensifying political killing. The Kukis, silenced and scarred, cannot thrive in this system. The Meitei Tangkhul Pact may hold temporarily, but its fragility guarantees future strife. Separate administration is both practical and moral. It dismantles the machinery of oppression, honors Kuki and Meitei aspirations, and paves the way for peace. Without it, Manipur will remain trapped in a web of clandestine politics, ethnic betrayal, and unending conflict. Sources, ex post, 2024 to 2025, various Manipur-based accounts and journalists. The Frontier, Manipur, The Wire, Human Rights Watch, Amnesty International, 2024 report, India Today, The Songhai Express,